First, I lived here in Spartanburg, and I lost my job. I was laid off, and then my bills, became a little bit too much for me, and I was about to lose my place.
It's interesting that in Greenville County, many folks don't realize the extent of homelessness, especially among families. Over 6,000 people in the upstate are homeless at any given time throughout the year, and about a third of those folks call Greenville and Greenville County home.
I have 3 sisters, and they have children, they have families, so we went from one home to the next. My kids went from 3 different schools, all because we relocated. And I felt bad, I felt bad as a mother, as a provider for my children, because I felt like I have let them down.
Being homeless is difficult, no matter what, especially for the parents. But I find that it's hardest on the children. They miss their home, they miss their friends, they miss their school, and it's very difficult for them.
We have found that families in our country and in our county are the fastest growing part of the homeless population, and 1 in 4 persons who is homeless is a child. It
became so worse that I ended up living in a car so that I get my boys a home to stay. So their grandmother took them in, and I ended up, sleeping in the car to give them somewhere to stay. So, and I felt bad. I felt like that was the end of I almost gave up, because wouldn't nobody help us, My family couldn't help us no more, and other places that I called, they couldn't help us because of my boy's age.
The homeless population is often stereotypically envisioned as an individual, an unattached, single adult who is on the street, and that's true. But there are also families out there who are homeless, families who are trying their best against all odds to stick together. Moms who are living with their kids, staying in a car, hoping against hope that no one will notice that they are homeless. And so she stops by Hardee's on the way to school so the kids can wash up, and she's in line at the school like everyone else, and her biggest prayer is that she can fly under the radar and no one will realize that tonight she doesn't have a place to lay her children's heads. She's wondering where their next meal will come from.
I went to find a homeless list, and I seen this name, GAIHN, the GAIHN program, and was wanting to know what was that about. So I called them and I looked up.
It's my privilege to share with you today some information about Greenville Area Interfaith Hospitality Network, affectionately known as GAIHN. GAIHN is an emergency shelter for families who are homeless, families who have children. We're a network of 26 congregations located across Greenville County, spread from Travelers Rest to Malden, from Greer to Powdersville. 1,000 volunteers from those congregations are involved with sharing hospitality with homeless families 24/7, 365.
Stand by me, oh, stand by me.
It was a program that took in families, so me and my boys was happy to have found that place, and they accept us. And
if I could use a biblical backdrop, much like the Good Samaritan, GAIHN has decided to be the one that will cross over and will reach out and help those that they see in distress.
And that right there pretty much gave me hope. I felt like that. Once somebody opened up the doors for me, I was gonna do whatever it is, whatever I have to do to give my boys a better life, a better home.
So we are very proud that God has given us the opportunity to work in a faith context with an interfaith group of congregations to share hospitality, to take care of families and to work with them, no matter the age of the children, no matter the configuration of the families. Because GAIHN is the only place in town, the only emergency shelter where they can stay together.
Stand by me. Oh, stand by me.
GAIHN GAIHN congregations literally open the doors of their hearts and their facilities to welcome homeless families to come in.
My husband and I feel it's critically important for our children to be involved with volunteering with us as a family and as individuals, because we want this to remain a core value in their life. We've been blessed with many things, children have been blessed with many things, and we want them to know that this is not the way that the entire world operates, and that it's very important to give back to the community for all the many blessings that they have received.
Literally, Sunday school classrooms are transformed to become bedrooms, and at each of our congregations, 3 families will reside in those bedrooms, knowing that this is the place for them to come and make new friendships, for the children to shoot hoops in the gym, for adults to sit around the table to enjoy a meal together, to swap stories, sometimes renew old friendships and always make new ones, and then find that working together, there are ways that obstacles can be overcome and opportunities can be optimized and families can help themselves. Because what GAIHN is all about is to help families achieve something that's very important, that is a place of their very own. We are in the process of working with families to help them increase their income, and together with income that's adequate to sustain housing and housing that is safe and affordable, families can make it. They can get back on their feet again.
Or one of the things that I really gained from doing the intern year was just seeing how so many congregations are willing to open their doors to different realities that a lot of times we don't want to see in our own communities. And so at a time when I was sort of questioning whether or not the church was willing to be who we ought to be, it renewed my sense of hope in the church, and seeing so many volunteers and so many congregations who are willing to open their doors and open their minds.
From there, I went to go immediately look for work and stuff, and found a job at the Goodwill. And I worked there for a year and a half, and did wonderful at my job, and became the employee. Within 3 months, I was employee of the month, and within a year, I was floor alderman of the year, and done great with that. And my boys, I have one 18 and one 16. They're doing very good. And my 18 years old, he's in church and doing wonderful and making good grades. And because of this program, it gave us hope, hope that I didn't have at first. And it just motivated me to do great. So I accomplished a lot, and the GAIHN program helped us a lot.
GAIHN helps families solve the problem. It doesn't put a Band-Aid on it. It does help to fix the problem. Families become self-sufficient. They learn to make a new way of life for themselves, and it's not merely giving them a meal and sending them on their way. We stick it out with them and help them so that they may have a prosperous life once they leave this program.
I finally got my letter from Section 8, so me and my boys, we'll be out looking for a home for ourselves, and I'm just thrilled about that.
Stand by me.